Wow. I'm actually just blown away every time I hear that intro song. Floyd, that's probably the best thing Floyd has ever done.
All right.
In his whole life, including kids and all of that. That intro song was the best song that best thing he's ever done.
Okay, first I just thought we had some like elevator music on, and then I heard the lyrics, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we got some new jams here. I like it. I like our new song.
Christy,
Shoes Off Talk. We're back. We are back.
We've been here.
Where you
I'm back. I'm back.
Christy is back. Christy is back.
That's right.
And when she comes in the building, man, we gonna keep it PG.
As always, we always keep it PG.
No,
right?
we don't. We don't.
You got your shoes off. You guys got your first things first. You guys got your shoes
my
off.
shoes off.
All right, I see Floyd's shoes are off. What about yours, Tim?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay, shoes are off.
Shoes are
off. We got shoes off here. Let's see if I can show my shoes off in a dress.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
My shoes are off.
She ain't gonna act right for nothing in the world. It's all right. That's the expectation we have for her. That's why she's on the show.
That's right. Because you guys love me. That's why I'm on the show. You love me.
She's hot, intelligent.
Thank you, Tim.
Witty at times. She thinks she's funnier than she really is, though. But it's
I am
okay.
funny. I'm hilarious. Just ask me.
She's our biggest audience.
Yep, that's right.
So how's everybody's week so far? Christy, how's your week? You've come back from like road trips. Like you've been all over the place. Where have you been?
I was in the Hamptons for a week in New York. And then I went to Manhattan, then Jersey to visit my sister. And it was amazing. It was so needed because last month, with some stuff going on at my mom's house, she had a flood and we've been trying to clean everything out of her house, put it in storage so she can fix some things that need to be fixed. And it's been taxing. It's, my mom doesn't trust many people.
Is she still refusing to be evacuated?
Yes. pretty much. So she doesn't
hold on.
people.
Let me just preface this. The reason why I said that, because Christy's family has offered her mom a new house, but she refuses to vacate the current one.
She's attached to that house. So there's not many people she trusts being in her house. So it's pretty much been her and I packing everything up, putting it in storage. My sister did come out here for 2 days during the weekend when Chanel didn't have school, and we got so much done. I was like, my sister's like master organizer. So she's got bins with labels on them, and everything is going in its place.
Can she help me pack?
I know, right? I told her, I said, all right, let's do my house next.
I'm for real. Can she help me pack?
You can ask her. But yeah, she was here for 2 days, left, and now it's just back to Mom and I. So, and my friend Sayward's been coming over and helping too. But other than that, it's just the two of us. And so it's been very taxing. So to get away, it was like exactly the medicine that I needed. Just not have my mind on kids stuff and parent-teacher conferences and being a professional chauffeur that we are when we're parents, and moving. My whole body was sore. It's like I go to the gym, I work out, but when you are moving stuff, lifting like boxes, it's a whole different workout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really is. So anyway, it was amazing. I met some incredible people in the Hamptons. These are people from Holland. There was a small group of us that were at the house in the Hamptons, this mansion that was gorgeous. I was invited, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll go. We had taught some yoga, did some Reiki sessions, and this was for somebody who has a company and had all the people that work for him and their wives and his family there. And they are incredible people. Just, they're incredible. And then he had a seminar in Manhattan where 40 people all from Holland. It was in Dutch, so I couldn't attend, unfortunately. I couldn't attend. because I wouldn't understand anything going on. But 40 people, all from Holland, and I met these incredible human beings and made new friends, and it was amazing.
Wow. Christy did a lot. Floyd, how was your week so far?
Nothing like Christy.
No.
Like,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to top Christy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine was pretty good. I went to work. After work, now I'm on my weekend.
There we go.
Hey, that's great. But yeah, you know what though? I do appreciate my coworkers. I do appreciate my friends, my family for supporting me. You know, in my book. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
that's
Floyd,
been
tell
awesome.
the
Yeah.
people how and where
Floyd
they can
dropped
get your
the book. I
Yeah,
thought I was
this-
like, what? Floyd has been holding out on me. Tim knows I feel left out here. Floyd's got a
Well,
book.
that's what happens when you're MIA.
Yeah, pretty much. If you go to Amazon or Barnes and Noble, look it up. When we see, then we see, or just type in my name.
What inspired this book?
Well, this has been going on for about 5 years.
What was the inspiration behind it?
Family.
Mm.
No, that's too vague of an answer.
Well,
because
because
we can
what-
go a million different ways with that. Family.
What it was more so. Okay, so back then I was looking up my ancestry,
Mm.
and when you look up your ancestry, then you start finding out stuff that your grandparents didn't want you to know.
Is it that they didn't want you to know, or maybe that they didn't know? How
They
do you
didn't
know?
want you to know because they didn't want to tell you.
Because it was something that was embarrassing or
Just something more so.
not good.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You know, so they decided they didn't want to say anything until now. When you start digging and digging and digging, and you're going back generations after generations and stuff, and then you start finding out some things, and you like, then you go to your mama and be like, "Mama, is this true?" Mama said, "Yes." So why didn't they say anything? Because they didn't want you to know.
Hmm. She didn't say why they didn't want you to know?
To this day, I still don't know why they didn't want you to know.
So, but since you've done a little digging, is there anything that you found would lead you to be like, okay, well, this may be the reason why? Like, because you said you dug and you found stuff. Is there anything that you found that would lead you to be like, well, okay, I can get why they might not want to?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, it became common though. You look at it now, and the things that happened back then, it's like that stuff is still happening now.
And not only is it happening now, but people are more aware of our history too.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it easier to digest
Right.
now because people know and have access to information.
Right.
And now you guys got my curiosity peaking. Now I got to read the book.
Yeah. Maybe we'll dedicate a show to kind of not diving in and exposing the mystery behind the book, but kind of give some key points in it to kind of stir up that interest in people, like what you just did with Christy. Christy's like me myself too. I'm not a reader at all. I can read, but I'm not a reader. So audiobook for me. So let me know when that comes out.
Is it available in audio yet?
Yes. Let me know when it's available in audio.
Yeah, I had a few people that wanted the audio because they're not readers.
Yeah.
And stuff, but then they just got the book.
Okay.
Just like Tim, he's gonna just get the book.
Yeah, you'll have to read it when you have some free time. But yeah, I like audiobooks because you can listen while you drive, and I live in my car. Like I'm always in my car, going to pick up and drop off with 4 kids and a granddaughter. It's like that's all I do is drive.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely get it in audio version.
So, interesting topic today, and there's a million different ways we can go with this. We'll just call it keys to longevity. We can go the scientific and take the scientific approach and what doctors have to say. But for me, I'm not too entrusting with doctors in America and our medical system to tell me what's good for me and how to increase the longevity. Because for me, and most people now are aware, there's no money in me living a long term. There's no money in it, and with the suggestion of depopulation, it goes against that as well, especially if you're of a particular origin or descent or nationality. So I'm not entrusting science to tell me how to increase my years on this earth. But I actually want to start with Christy when it comes to this, because this is kind of like a part of her arena, because she can tell you from the natural, the spiritual, the connectivity of things that you can do to increase your longevity. And then we will go to Floyd, since it was his topic, and let him talk about what he is currently doing to increase his longevity. What? Is this not close enough? Too close? Oh. Too up on it. All right. Christy.
I love it.
What?
I love it. I love how you guys always come to me first when I've been gone for a while.
Yeah,
and I have no idea what the topic is.
This is how we're breaking you in.
It's a good thing. I love
that's the reason why I said.
I can talk about, so you might have to shut me down at some point.
Yes. Floyd, give her the hand signal when Floyd does this to me.
Shut your mouth.
Floyd does this to me when it's coming to the end.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up, Christy. Yes, so longevity, there's so much to say about longevity. I think most people think that longevity has to do with their genetics. And in fact, that is only 20 to 30% of longevity, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, genetics really has nothing to do with how long you live, how well you live. And longevity is really about putting life into our years instead of putting years into our life. So,
say that again.
Yeah.
Longevity is about putting life into our years, not years into our life.
Ooh, I like that. That's a T-shirt.
So, when you think about longevity, you naturally think about, your genetics and the way that we eat. But really, the three components that you need to think about are environmental. That's why some people up and leave where they live. You can see that, you live next to a toxic plant, all of a sudden people around them are getting cancer.
Right.
That is your environment. Poorer countries that don't have clean water. So really environmental, mindset. Have you seen that? I haven't even seen the show, but I heard about it. There's a show that talks about the blue states and the red states, and we're not talking about political. We're talking about people that live longer and not so long. I don't remember what it was. Was it the blue states that lived longer or the red states? Tim, I think you watched it, didn't you?
I can't. It's hard for me to differentiate which one, but whichever one that is the longest. Those people.
Yes, those people that live the longest. The thing that they had in common was their attitude, their thoughts. They were positive people, and they had connection. They had connection in their community. They had families. They had purpose. So how many people do you know that it's, our grandparents, think about it. They work, and then once they stop working, they retire, they fall ill, and they die, and they can't even spend all the money that they were saving on retirement.
Right.
That's because they feel like they have no more purpose, or they don't have that sense of community. When you go to work and you have those people you talk to every day, you no longer have that. So we need that connection. You don't need to work until you die. You need to have connection. You need to have purpose. when I now retire, what am I going to do? What am I going to find as my purpose? That keeping that positive mindset is so important. It's so powerful. And also lifestyle. How are you eating? Big components in a healthy lifestyle for me are clean eating, detoxification, and moving your body, however that is, dance, work out, however it is that you move your body.
Yeah.
That's what it is for you. You have to move your body, but you also have to detox, because we cannot necessarily, you can move if you want to get away from the environment you're in. You cannot escape the environment that you live in. Many times you have to stay there. So you have to detox your body. You can't, I mean, it's chemtrails. It's falling on us. The toxins are falling on us. Doorknobs, things that they put in our foods that you're not necessarily aware of. So we have to learn to detox. Fast. I think fasts are great to do. There's so many wonderful fasts out there that I won't get into, but I mean, you can do dry fast where you're just drinking water.
Give us a couple.
Okay, dry fast. Fasting is the most powerful because it makes your body completely reboot. But dry fasting is also the hardest because you can't eat or not even smoothies. I'm talking about water. That's it. You're just drinking water. Yes, but it reboots your system.
How long would you suggest to do that?
Try 24 hours. Try 20. Then if you make that without a problem, try 2 days. And then after you fast, eat light smoothies. Just start with smoothies. Then you can add fruits and vegetables, then small portions. And even on a regular basis, I only eat once a day because I'm not hungry.
Me.
Why are you going to be putting food into your system if you're not even hungry?
Well, the thing is that we were programmed at a early age. Oh, you need to have 4 to 6 square meals a day. You need to have these 4 food groups and all of this stuff, or your body can't function. And it was all a part of the program, because as we get older and more information is available, you find out that you're actually doing more harm to your body, forcing it to do something that it doesn't want to do. Having to eat 4 to 6 square meals a day isn't good for you.
Right.
Like, it's not good for you. And an overabundance of water. People is like, oh, I drink a gallon or 2 water. You can actually flood your system.
Yes,
I just wanted to interject.
No, that is so true. With water, you can put too much water, and the thing is, because your cells are not able to absorb the water. What I do a lot of times, and you can do this. Here's a tip on headaches too. A headache will come on because of lack of minerals in our body. Mm-hmm. Well, water. A lot of people are, getting water that doesn't have any minerals in it, which is fine. But a trick to that is put some salt in your water. We have been taught that salt is not good for you, but in fact, think about it. Anytime that you are sick and you call 911, what is the first thing they do? They hook you up to an IV. What is in that bag of fluid? It's water and salt. It's minerals. It's salt. Yeah. It's salt. It's saturated in high salt, because they know that in order for your body to absorb the water into the cells, you need salt. The first thing I do if I have a headache, I put some salt in my water and I drink it. I'm not afraid of salt at all. In fact, your body needs that salt. It's good for you. So, but it's the type of salt that we are consuming. A lot of the salt has high in lead and metals that are in it. So if you're getting a high quality like sea salt, you want it to be gold salt that has like 100 minerals in it. So you want the salt that has the minerals. And you just put a pinch of it, just a little pinch in your water. You won't even taste it, and it will help your body absorb that water. You'll have to drink less water, and your body will actually absorb it better. And that's, as we age, we're not able to absorb that water, so we need that. So there's a little trick. let's see. I was talking about something else, and then I got sidetracked when you
Yeah.
mentioned water, because I'm a water fanatic. Like, I love my water.
Oh, since we're on the topic of water, what waters, and what containers of water do you recommend people drink? You turn me on to some waters that are now. That's all I drink.
Well, no plastic. That's all I really have to say. You can drink out of many different containers. This is what he's drinking out of right now. Plastic. I say no plastic.
Floyd, give her the
Wrap it up, Christy. Tell her to shut up.
give her the signal, Floyd. Give her the signal. She ain't supposed to be using me as an example. Damn it.
No plastic. Glass is my favorite. I love to drink out of glass. It's hard to do when you're like, you're moving around because you don't want to break the glass. So there's other containers. I also love my copper water bottle, because we need copper. Our body needs copper. That's why you can find copper jewelry that, is good for our body. It helps with pain. And a lot of people are deficient in copper. So if you have a copper water bottle and, you're getting a little bit of copper in your water when you drink it, now you don't want to drink out of it all day, every day, leaving your water sitting in it, because you also don't want too much copper. But once a day, you have your water bottle with copper in it. That's one of my favorites as well. I love my copper water bottle. I love my glass water bottles.
Is there any vitamin or nutrient that you can recommend to take that would give you as a supplement to give you copper?
There are supplements out there. I'm not sure. I don't take any because I drink out of my copper water bottle, and that's how I prefer to get it. But they do have them. Just again, be careful. Go with reputable companies. I wonder if Vimergy. I love Vimergy. Has great clean products. I wonder if they have a copper.
How do you spell it?
Vimergy. Vimergy, I believe. Vimergy. Yes, they have very clean products. I don't know if they have a copper supplement. Again, because I don't take copper supplements. I choose to get it in my food, which is also, remember, when people want to go on this health kick and they purchase a lot of supplements, then you're sitting with your counter full of supplements and you don't even know what you're taking and what for. Mm-hmm. And it can become very overwhelming. And I say that from experience because I was one of those people. And now I try to reduce as much things that I take as possible and get it from your food. That's why it's so important to eat foods that has the nutrients and minerals that you need. Your body processes it best when it's through food. So that's what I recommend. But their supplements are also great. What I do also is I will switch them out. I'll just do one supplement this month. That's all I'm focusing on. I'll take that one supplement every day. The next month, I'm out of that supplement. I change it. What supplement am I focusing on now this month? So it's always, our body never gets used to that one supplement or processing it from other ways that we're receiving it. So
because the reason why is because I guess comparing it to working out is, I tell my clients and people that are new to fitness, I tell them, don't get stuck in the routine of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, upper body, Tuesday, Thursday, lower body, because what your body will do, it will adapt and become used to those days and those workouts. And then what ends up happening is you plateau and you don't feel the effects of those exercises on those days because now your body's accustomed to it. So every week I change my exercise up. I change my workout up. I may do chest twice, like on a Monday and a Tuesday. And it's called muscle confusion. And that's no different than the rest of your body and taking supplements. Is you take a supplement so long that your body just becomes almost immune to it, and it doesn't have the same effect over a long period of time. So it's like I do black seed oil, I do oregano oil, I do sea moss, I do what's the stuff for the digestive? but I take breaks from it. I don't do it every day.
Right.
I take breaks from it.
And I would say, yeah, listening to your body too and saying, oh, you know what, I think I might be like, fighting a little bit of cold or something. Switch up the supplements you're taking. Start taking zinc, quercetin, black seed oil is great. Black seed oil is also great for parasites. Everyone has parasites. We need to detox not only from the toxins in our food, but the parasites in our body. So black seed oil, wormwood is great. One for that. So if you're feeling like I might have some parasite infection going on here, or what are some of the symptoms of because I think looking on social media, people are starting to become more aware of parasitic effects in their body. So what are some of the signs that you may be parasitic? And that is what is so hard, because all of us have had parasites since childhood. We don't even know the symptoms because we're so used to having a parasitic body that there are no symptoms until you do a cleanse and you realize that, oh, this is affecting me, this way. It can be a brain fog. I don't feel like I have control over my thoughts, because parasites, they can attach to your brain. They can actually, did you know they're very highly intelligent? They can actually control our neurological system and our thoughts. So if you're not feeling yourself, you're feeling brain fog. That's what's making me think like that. Yeah. I can blame it on the parasites. Blame it on the parasites. Yeah. Get rid of those parasites. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Damn it, parasites. Stop looking at that woman like that. Golly. I knew it wasn't me. Hey. Bro, I knew it wasn't me. It affects us. It affects the brain. Man, look. It affects the brain. I thought I was just getting old. I'm like, no. Parasites is controlling my eyes and my thoughts. And then also they say if you look at the whites of your eyes on the bottom, if you pull your eye down, if you have like the big, thick red veins, then that's parasites on your lower part of your body, usually in your gut. Most people, I'd say, have parasites in their gut. Yeah, that's the problem with me. Not so much anymore, but I have, along with the toxic food that we eat in the U.S., that's where a lot of people are parasitic. Yeah. Because of the food that we eat as well. Yeah. And so you'll recognize that as like bloat, a lot of bloat, because people think that not everybody is fat and not everybody's overweight. You are suffering from your body rejecting certain things you eat, certain environments you're in, and you are parasitic. Yeah. And the gut is huge, and then they will find their way they're in your intestines, they'll find their way into your organs, into your heart, your lungs, your brain. They're vicious little creatures. So the first signs, definitely bloat and gas and pain. You'll get pain as well. So, and then if you look at the top of your eyes and you have those little red squiggly lines, those are parasites in your brain. All right, you're going to have a bunch of people looking at their eyes. Yes. So that's very good information, Kristen. Really, really good information. That's information I wanted to know. Yeah, and that's why I went to her first. I mean, she might have stole everything that I was gonna say, but some of the stuff I was gonna say too. Exactly. So I'm trying to. I feel like I'm playing double Dutch. I'm trying to get in where I fit in now. The thing with longevity, going back to longevity, is we cannot live in a state of fear. Fear will cause stress, which will raise your cortisol levels. Fear will kill you. It will kill you faster than anything else. So even if something arises in your body, take that as a sign. Be grateful for it. Even getting cancer, what is my body trying to tell me? I want to live. You talk to your body. You talk to yourself. We are alive. Everything in this universe is alive. We are all vibrating energy. When you talk to your body, it will tell you what it needs. You can heal yourself. We have the ability, the capability to heal ourselves. So we need it. That's why we sit in like meditation and listen to what we have to say internally to ourselves, that we can better ourselves, that we can benefit our longevity. But when we get sick, we need to see that as a blessing. Okay, what is it that my body is trying to tell me? what is it that I need to change in my life? You know, the negative mindset and spiraling down is that's what's going to kill you. The fear of dying will kill you.
Yeah, that's the one thing that
Having
I've
a fear of dying.
come to terms with over the years is my fear of death. I've not had a fear of death for a long time. Like, not afraid of death at all.
Yes.
Before I get in,
I was just going to say, keep that mindset positive.
Oh yeah.
Even when it's hard, and sometimes it's hard, and you have to let your emotions take over and let yourself cry or scream or whatever, let it out and go, okay, thank you for that release. What can I do now? And funny, you were talking about the working out and changing the workouts, because I think that's probably why I have so many certificates in different styles of yoga, because I feel that every day we need a different style of yoga. It's never the same. Depending on what we're going through, we need something different. So very powerful to listening to yourself, listen to your body.
I just posted that the other day. I said, especially as we get older, we need to listen to our body. And it's a lot of us that were athletes and super active when we were younger, and kind of carried over into our adult years. And we definitely have to listen to our body. And piggybacking off what you said real quick before I turn it over to you, Floyd, I think our body is such an amazing, complex system, is that because of our programming, we've become dependent on other things to push our body in the direction that we want it to go in, by quick fixes and all of the weight loss programs and all of the get slim fast programs and all of the different things that we have accustomed to, when in actuality, if you just give your body a chance to do things and recoup, regenerate, refocus, our bodies will do it. You may have to give it a little boost, like Christy said, by doing some naturopath stuff, but for the most part, we need to stay away from them counters and buying the over-the-counter stuff. And
everybody wants a quick
and that's
fix.
the society that we live in, and and it's so frustrating to me, because it affects every part of us, in every aspect. We no longer live in a society that wants to do things the right way, through hard work, through perseverance, and all of this stuff. It's like, how can I get to my goal the quickest way possible with doing the least amount of work? And it bothers me, even having conversations about sports with specific people, and we kind of hear it, the direction that the society is, and we're turning our kids into that, because and it's every aspect: relationship, job, activities, travel. We like you said, we live in fear, and we are afraid of hard work, and nobody wants to put in the work. And there's so much. I'm gonna elaborate on that after Floyd's finished, but I just wanted to say that. Yes,
I just have one more thing I want to say. I forget what the study was that they did, but loneliness is one of the number one killers as well. If you feel like you are alone in this world, that will kill you faster than anything.
I don't feel like I'm alone. I got me.
So,
me. I got 5 friends. Me, and me. That's all I need. That's all I need. I'm not lonely. Shit. We're going to put that disclaimer on that.
That's that denial.
No. How many relationships people have been in long term and they still lonely?
Yeah.
And that's the point.
Being with another person does not clarify you or.
What is I don't remember the quote that was by funny guy. Guy that, oh my God, why can't I remember his name? He passed away. One of the funniest comedians.
Bernie Mac?
No.
Richard Pryor?
Peter Pan. He was Peter Pan. He did the Peter Pan movie.
Are we talking white comedians or
Yes.
black comedians? Oh.
On TV. Funny.
Me and Floyd said all at the same time. All right, well, me and Floyd's never gonna get that one then because we are way over here in the black comedian section. So yeah,
You've seen his movies. I know you
listen.
have.
So we're gonna pass over to Floyd, and when you have a Tourette moment and think of it, just blurt it out. We'll put the cameras back on you.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams is
Yes.
funny.
Yeah.
Like,
So
oh
Robin
my God.
One thing that he said is, and I don't remember the exact quote, but there's nothing worse than being in a room full of people and feeling alone. So it doesn't matter if you if you're married, if you have other people, you can still feel alone. Feel like no one sees you, hears you. So being around people that make you feel seen and make you feel heard.
Yep.
Having friends that is
the other day.
Did you?
I posted that because you know, when you go through certain things in life, it's like even when you're someone like myself that I'm comfortable with being alone, you have those moments almost like you're invisible. And what God has done for me lately, He's brought people out of the woodwork, like random people, and in short, without diving all into it, they've kind of confirmed that they see me, like what you said, and it's through compliments, it's through recognition, and it was what I needed at that time, going through that moment, and so it is so important to be seen.
Right.
And I know a lot of people are going to take that and go in a bunch of different directions, but it's not as deep as people would want it to be. And it's not the physical so much of I see you. It's more so I see your energy. I feel your energy. I feel your frequency. I acknowledge you.
Right.
That kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So Floyd, I know she took a lot. If she keep going,
you're
like,
never gonna give me the mic first again.
Going.
No, she took
Matter of fact, turn her mic off. Turn her mic off.
Everything that we're supposed to be saying.
So Floyd, grab a nugget or crumbs or something, and see if you could come up with something that you feel like adds longevity to. And you could talk about you specifically, like what has been some keys for you.
And that's what I'm going to do. That's
what I'm gonna do.
Perfect.
So pretty much with me, when it comes to the longevity, I think about the sleep, getting enough sleep. You know,
that's so good.
Because with that, your body rejuvenates and stuff, and you're like, the longer you sleep, the more rest you will get within your body. Okay, but you don't want to sleep too long. And then you can, there isn't such thing as oversleep. You know, some of us won't think, but we don't think about oversleeping. As long as we sleep so long, we be like, oh man, my body slept that long. Oh yeah, I needed that. But then at the same time, you can't oversleep. But yeah, with that one, and I say also with the type of foods we eat. You know, I met this couple, and they were like they are Asian, and their advice was just eat fish, and I'm like, no, I don't like fish. But what he was saying was like more so of what they do every single morning, every day, every single morning. They get up and they go take a walk. They walk around their block. They do that 2 times, and then they come back inside. And I said, you do that every day? I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, so but is that supposed to make your, live longer? It was like, no, we don't live long, but we live as long as we can. So I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, but what you do in between time is gonna help you, like your walks, what you eat, how you think, how you just do things in life to help your body, help your mindset, staying social, staying in that positive environment, throughout your life. If you're doing that, if you're able to do that throughout your life, and everything, then your longevity will be more better.
I don't think that's a word. More better.
It is.
It can
More
be-
better, more better, more better, more better. Come on, boy.
Is that it? No, you ain't got nothing to add.
That's all I got.
She took about 20 minutes
I
of
can,
your
I can
conversation.
do more now.
Look,
Yeah.
she's
No,
ready
wait,
now.
I'm ready for some more because Floyd just touched on a really good point, sleep. I forgot about that one, but yes, that is when our body heals, is when we sleep. And you can, like Floyd said, you can sleep 10 hours and wake up still feeling exhausted. Why do you think that is? Because you are not getting into that deep sleep REM cycle where your body is actually healing itself. So that, sorry, I'm like talking to the side of the mic instead of in front. So making sure you're getting that good deep sleep, not the I'm half awake, half asleep, I'm trying to sleep, but I'm really not in my deep REM cycle. We need to get into that deep sleep. And for a lot of people, that's hard because they can't shut off their mind and they never get in it. So they're sleeping 10 hours, they wake up, they're still tired. That's because you never really got any sleep, any good sleep. Your body didn't heal itself while it was asleep. So taking magnesium before you go to bed is great. They say melatonin. I used to take melatonin to go to sleep, but that again is something that your body produces naturally, and once you start taking supplements, it will stop producing, and you don't want that. So cold plunges are great because what does it do? It resets your body and makes your body start producing melatonin on its own. There are other things, working out, other things that will make your body produce the hormones that you need, including melatonin, that will help you sleep deeper. Also, 20 minutes of sauna, it's 30 minutes total of sauna a week helps you to get into that REM cycle. So saunas
Dry
are great.
and wet or?
Doesn't matter. Just dry or wet sauna, 30 minutes a week will help your body to produce melatonin. It'll help you sleep deeper. The studies that they've shown, the people that wear their little watch to see how deep they're sleeping, they noticed that you sleep deeper when you've done 30 minutes of sauna a week. But magnesium, sorry, melatonin, magnesium. I'm getting confused.
So excited,
I
John.
get
She just,
excited, I get confused.
her brain goes faster than her mouth.
It does. So magnesium helps your body to relax, and you can take that internally. Sometimes if you take too much magnesium, it will make you have to go to the bathroom, like, number 2. So there's magnesium you can get to spray on your feet. Like before bed, I'll spray it on the bottom of my feet because your feet absorb it fast. So I also, if I have time for a hot bath before I go to bed, I put magnesium flakes in my bath and I soak in that and I sleep like a baby. But there are tricks to help you sleep. Magnesium, a lot of women and their hormones are off, and
Sex makes you sleep good.
Progesterone for men. Women, it kind of hypes us up sometimes. But sorry, you distracted me. You distracted me with that comment. What was I talking about again?
Magnesium and sleep.
Yes. So I think that was it. Just magnesium helps you to sleep. I think there was something else.
Is there like a certain brand or certain type of magnesium? Are they the same?
Make sure you're getting it from a reputable company. Again, I prefer. I don't really take it orally too much. Usually I spray it on my feet. I can send you the link of what I use, but I spray it on my feet, and I do magnesium from the Dead Sea salt magnesium. I put that in my bath and absorb it that way because our skin is our largest organ, so we absorb through that. So, and also women, when you're older and you have a hard time sleeping, a lot of times it's progesterone levels. So if women do all this and they're still having a hard time, they might need to get like a progesterone supplement.
What's that?
A hormone.
Oh.
Progesterone is a hormone, but women need that especially to sleep. It helps you sleep.
All right.
There's some more tips that Floyd just reminded me of.
Floyd also gave me the signal. Because because of Christy.
Lloyd, you need to do that to me. Christy, wrap it up.
No, he does it like inconspicuous. Like he's like. But I just wanted to add on. I think both of you kind of touched on this. Christy, you touched on it too. Is the stressors that are in our life. Those are the things that really cause that decrease in longevity in years. And a lot of it has to do with the people that you surround yourself with. We talked about this in a number of our shows, how you being more cognizant of the people that you choose to give your time to increases your longevity. Because a lot of times, having non-positive people around you has a tendency to project whatever they're going through or their attitude, their negativity onto you, just because, like Christy said, your surroundings become their surroundings, and likewise, their surroundings become your surroundings. And so that's why it's important to me that every so often in my life I do an evaluation of the people that I have elected to give my time to and to be around. And you are a conductor of energies. And if by you being around me doesn't make me conducive to growing myself, being more positive, then it's a detraction. I heard this on a podcast. I think it was what's a football player, our quarterback that has his podcast? Cam. It was on Cam Newton's podcast, and they were talking about relationships. Relationships are the only thing in life that should not math. And what I mean by that is in relationships, and we're talking platonic and intimate, in relationships, 2 + 2 should not equal 4. When you have people in your life, it should be multiplication. When you have people in your life, they need to be not just adding, but multiplying who you are, what you have, and where you're going. 2 + 2 = 4, but in a relationship, that should be 2 × 2 or 2 × 2 × 2. And if you don't have those people in your life that are multiplying aspects of your life, you need to take that out of your life, because it's not conducive to you being who you are supposed to be, and it'll destroy your potential. Relationships are so important. The people that you choose to have around you will either shape or destroy your future. And I don't understand why people are choosing to be in toxic, and I know why. That's a rhetorical question. People are choosing to be in relationships that don't serve you. I don't get it. And the thing about it is, I also can't feel sorry for you. I don't care what's going on in that relationship, whether it's platonic or intimate. You are the common denominator in that situation. You consciously make a decision to either stay in that situation or get out of it. Just know, if you're in a toxic situation, relationship, you are subtracting time from your life by leaps and bounds. And you are definitely going to go down with the ship. And I think that is the biggest, because I feel like when we start putting ourselves in positive environments, that lends to us being a little more creative, a little more productive. But staying in toxic environments, it causes you not to want to work out. It causes you not to want to achieve. It causes complacency. It raises doubt. It increases fears. And if you want to die a quick death, those are the things that will take you there. So it's just, I can't stress how important it is. You almost have to be comfortable with being by yourself. That doesn't mean that you have to stay by yourself, but the more you can be comfortable with being alone, the easier it is to be together. Because now you go from I love me and love being alone to where now I'm comfortable with sharing my time with someone. But at the same time, my time and who I am is not contingent on another person. It's something that I choose. And so if that doesn't happen or it's taken away or I have to pull away, I don't feel like I'm losing anything. And so I think, with ending, I think we need to be more cognizant of who we give our time and energy to.
Right.
100%.
Because there's a lot of energy thieves out there.
Mhm.
And it's sad because you are their superpower. They can only be energy and frequency thieves if you allow it. And the more you allow it, the more they're going to feel comfortable with doing it to someone else. The cycle has to end, and it has to end abruptly. But yeah, I love this topic. I know Christy loved it because she stole everybody's conversation.
That's
Christy,
the last time I'll get the mic first.
Christy, well, you guys, we do this sometimes to Christy because Christy sits over there comfortable, and so we gotta put that spark up under her. And when she's in a conversation that she loves, she has like this little glow.
Mm-hmm.
She's,
you see it?
she's
Yep.
like, she's like the what was that? Bruce Leroy. What was the show?
The dragon, Enter the
Enter-
Dragon.
Yeah, when Bruce Leroy started, everything starts going in slow motion, and he's got like this aura around him. Yeah, and then she just starts flowing. And then we can't stop her. No, but yeah, we
Good visual.
Yes, we love passing Christy the mic, especially when there's really not too many topics that she can't talk about, but because of her background is the reason why, is because the interconnectivity that she has with what she does encompasses every part of your life. And so that's why it's easy for her to be a part, because like I said, it encompasses every part of your life when it talks about your energy and frequency and the connectivity that we have to a lot of things. And so, yeah, great insight.
Yeah.
We love hearing from her. I feel like we learn something every time she talks. So, yeah, very insightful.
Thank you, Tim.
I hope that you guys were able to take something away from today's show. It was very informative. We're going to start making the lives more interactive. Me and Floyd will get in the studio and try to figure out how to start bringing people on our live to where Floyd doesn't have a problem with the sound quality and how to do that. But we want to make it more interactive because I know some people have sent some requests to be on the live. And so we want to make it as smooth of a transition as possible. So probably by the next show, we'll be able to bring people on. And I know Christy can do it. And I know you probably have people all the time like, hey, bring me on video. Nope.
Definitely don't want my people on.
All righty then. So, but yeah, we want to kind of make it more interactive to create that connectivity with our audience. But man, I hope you guys were able to take something away from today's show. We did in studio. And so we will be back on Saturday. Is everybody here on Saturday? Well, it's day to
Saturday.
day with Christy, so we'll check with Christy on Friday at like 9:00 at night to get the final answer from her because she has a lot going on. But
Saturday, what time? Is it the 5 o'clock that we used to do? Okay. I
no,
wasn't
it's
sure.
not that we used to do. We still do it.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were doing Saturdays anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
we gonna end this show because Christy is digging herself in the hole. Like we've been doing Saturdays at 5 o'clock. What, 3 years now? She's so pretty.
Okay.
She's so pretty. But anyway, y'all, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We don't take your time for granted. I understand that it's the most precious commodity that we own, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. So be cognizant about who you give that to. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and how we end all shows. Love, peace, and soul.
Take your shoes off at the door.